Shaq and Kobe were one of the greatest duos in NBA history, but I'm forcing Shaq to retire and putting Giannis in his place. In 2002, Kobe was rising to the prime of his career, and now his new teammate Giannis is already winning 2 MVPs, and they are primed to take over the NBA. But in the East, there's going to be some competition. Kobe and Giannis jumped out to a crazy first season, going 64-18. Kobe led the way with 33 points, 6 rebounds, and 7 assists a night. Giannis would not only come home with MVP, but he also would get Defensive Player of the Year, and somehow he's shooting 44% from 3. The Lakers' first round matchup is an aging Karl Malone and Stockton in Utah, where LA would take Game 1, Game 2, and Game 3, but the Jazz would avoid a sweep in Game 4. But as he always does, Kobe would respond with 41 in Game 5. And it was close for a little while throughout the game, but just like that, the Lakers absolutely smash it by over almost 20. The Spurs would be up next during David Robinson's farewell tour, which the Lakers would promptly ruin, quickly getting up to a 3-1 lead, which would lead to another pretty handed win, although the Spurs brought that right up to the end, and Kobe and Giannis would each drop 30-point double-doubles in the win. But Peja and the Kings are eagerly waiting in the Eastern Conference Finals. The Kings are a force with Peja on the perimeter and Weber inside. But for the third time in a row, the Lakers have a 3-1 series lead. And in Game 5, Kobe would drop a clean 40 bomb, but the star of the game is Giannis with a near 45-point triple-double, earning them a chance for the NBA championship. But in their way is the 71-11 Charlotte Hornets, led by none other than Baron Davis, who made it through a gauntlet of an Eastern Conference, beating the Bucks in 6, the Jason Kidd Nets in 5, and crushing AI in Game 7. But Giannis and Kobe wouldn't be scared of it at all, taking the first 3 games of the series. This could be championship number 1. Baron and the Hornets have been in the lead all game, but tie game with a minute and a half left. All right, and Giannis looking back for, oh my god, the poster of PJ Brown. Oh my lord, Giannis is going crazy. All right, Derek Fisher still with some hair, trying to do something. Beautiful pass by Giannis to Ori for the 4-point lead with 50 seconds. They would send Giannis to the line, but the good thing about having him instead of Shaq is he's a little bit more consistent at the free throw line as he sinks. Never mind. The Hornets would call the timeout to try to gather themselves, but Kobe has never looked more confident. Giannis would grab the board at the end of the game and dribble the shot clock out, putting a start to the best duo we have ever seen. I didn't think it would happen this quick. The Lakers raise another trophy into the rafters, and Giannis is given Finals MVP after his triple-double average in the Finals. Giannis is off to a great start in being better than Shaq, but their second season wouldn't be so good. The Lakers would start off 9-11, forcing Phil Jackson to tighten the rotation, and the slow start would lead to a new TNT analyst having some strong opinions on the Lakers.
Pull your pants up, be a man and play.
Okay, and put your
They don't do that at the park. They don't do that at the YMCA. They don't do that at the Boys and Girls Club. We play.
The Lakers signed an aging Jim Jackson to provide some minutes off the bench, and Giannis takes it to another level, averaging a career high in points and leading the Lakers in every single stat, besides 3-point percentage. And because of that, that's back-to-back MVPs for Giannis. Knew it wouldn't be the first we saw. But there is a star rising in Atlanta that everyone's starting to talk about. LeBron now is Rookie of the Year on the Hawks. He's going to be a problem soon. Terrible pass, LeBron still catches it go. He's got that hands like he's Odell, and there's the dunk over Kukoc for the 1-point lead. But the focus for Giannis and Kobe is their first round matchup, Rasheed Wallace and the Portland Trail Blazers. But the Lakers' 3-1 tradition is still swinging strong, and it was close to start, but the Lakers blow them out. Again, the Lakers would face the Kings, and again, the Lakers would win in 5 after Kobe torched them for 44 points. Another rematch is set in the Western Conference Finals, seeing the Spurs, who still have D-Rob after he pulled the Tom Brady, but it wouldn't even matter after the Lakers take another 3-1 series lead. But Duncan doesn't go down that easy, dropping 35 in Game 5 and 38 in Game 6 to force a Game 7 at the Staples Center. The finals would be another familiar matchup again for the Lakers in the Baron Davis-led Hornets, and would mirror the first matchup with the Lakers again taking the first 3 games, but maybe Game 4 they can turn it around. Despite the Lakers missing every free throw down the stretch, boom, and Derek Fisher would dribble the clock out right there for the Lakers, and it would be an 8-point win. And now back-to-back championships. The Lakers would now be back-to-back champions, and Giannis would be back-to-back Finals MVP for his 42-point triple-double. But he hasn't completed the goal quite yet. While on the Lakers, Shaq and Kobe would win 3 championships together in a three-peat, so Giannis still has one more to go if he wants to tie Shaq. Jim Jackson calls it a career on a championship, leaving a big hole off the bench for the Lakers, which they decide to fill with another aging player, Tony Kukoc. But again, some rumblings are happening in the media after Charles calls Giannis.
And you can this guy is one of the best. No, he ain't one of them. Stop it. That's one of the best. Hey, the guy's stop it. No, he's not.
Despite all the noise, the Lakers still knocked out a 66-16 season behind a 31-7-7 average from Kobe and a 33-13-8 average from Giannis, including a three-peat for MVP. And that LeBron guy is making some noise in the East, already bringing the Hawks to a 9th seed. In the playoffs, the Lakers would face their opponent across the street in the Clippers. They would split the first 2 games, but the Clippers would take the next 2, meaning for the first time, Giannis and Kobe are down in a series. Giannis and Kobe would claw back in Game 5 and 6 to force Game 7. But with only 22 seconds left, it's a tie game. The clock's ticking down. Andre Miller's just dribbling out the clock. He's only got 7, 6, 5. He's open from 3. He's not taking it. He's just standing there waiting for a move. Kukoc gets out there and contests it. But Wally hits it with .4 on the clock. Phil Jackson called a timeout, but it might be chalk. Giannis is kind of open from midi, but they're giving it to Kukoc. No time. And wow, the Lakers, they've been upset. With the Lakers out of the picture, the Magic and Spurs would match up in the finals. Through the first 4 games, the Magic would be up 3-1, but just like the 2016 Cavs, Duncan and Parker would turn possessed and bring it back to a tied series, and would be going on their home floor in a Game 7. And after taking the lead with only 20 seconds to go, 2 free throws would seal the game. The Spurs would raise the trophy and Duncan would get Finals MVP, but it now means Giannis only has back-to-back rings compared to Shaq's three-peat. What can he do in this final season to tie him in rings? The guys on TNT again aren't loving the Lakers.
All these guys can play, but until you have great players, that's what separates the good teams from the championship teams from the good teams.
But to Kobe and Giannis, it would all just be noise, as for the 4th straight time, Giannis is MVP. Starting big man Samaki Walker would leave in free agency, so the Lakers were forced to trade for an unproven young player, Darko Milicic. But despite the new change at center, the Lakers would still finish 66-16 behind a Kobe that led the league in scoring and is focused on getting another ring. In the first round, they would embarrass the Suns in a quick sweep, go up to a quick 3-1 lead again on the Warriors, where in Game 5, Kobe would drop 40 to seal the series, and would see the Hornets again, but this time in the Western Conference Finals, as they are now in New Orleans and led by Andre Karolinko. But it wouldn't matter because, as is tradition, down go the Hornets in a sweep by the Lakers. Despite their success in the postseason only dropping a game, the headlines were about another team, the Hawks, led by LeBron, who improved to 50-32. They have been through a crazy run, narrowly winning in Game 7 versus the Knicks, winning in 6 over the Wizards, and coming hot off a Game 7 win over the Cavs in the Western Conference Finals. Teams would split the first 2 games, keeping it tied 1-1. The Hawks would win 2 of the next 3 games, giving them a 3-2 series lead. But after a 50-point performance by Giannis in Game 6, we are headed to the Staples Center for a Game 7 that decides Giannis' fate. And the Lakers are only up 2 with just under 2 minutes. All right, they're isoing for Giannis. I mean, he has a massive mismatch. He has such a strength advantage, blows right by, and there's the dunk for the 4-point lead. With LeBron's flashing, he's wide open. Yet again, a 3-4 LeBron, and he sinks it. Oh, they're going quick. Giannis, you got to get down there. Oh, terrible pass. LeBron still catches it. He's got that hands like he's Odell, and there's the dunk over Kukoc for the 1-point lead. The 1-point game, 15 seconds on the clock. Ball's in Kobe's hands. He takes a very contested mid-range, but it's a green. Lakers are back up 1. 10 seconds on the clock. 1-point lead for the Lakers. The ball is in the hands of the Atlanta Hawks. Hughes is trying to take it on Derek Fisher. Fisher's playing some pretty decent defense. He's pulling it back out. Tough layup over Fisher. No good. And the Lakers, they win. Championship number 3 for the Los Angeles Lakers, and Giannis now has tied Shaq. Giannis helped Kobe massively to earn 3 rings in this video and tie Shaq, but what if Shaq was the one getting help, like in this video where I forced Shaq to shoot threes?